Good morning and welcome to my channel. This morning I want to show you something very interesting. We all know this gate sensors that you get with your electric gate. You get different types of these things. They're normally a transmitter and a receiver. You put it sideways, both ways of your gate. And if your gate is open and it closes, and then a car comes in, it triggers the gate motor and then it opens again. So just for to let the gate motor don't bump into your car, or while the car is standing in the driveway in front of the gate won't close. This ones we have here is a local type. So this is in the make of the brand. This is Centurion. This is the ones that we use the most. Here's another type, it's a Sentry. There's also another brand, but I don't like this one so much. They don't work for me so good. Then I just want to show you the inside of these units. There's a lenses here, and then this is the receiver, the relay, the infrared LED, and the circuitry. And here's the transmitter. This transmitter LED infrared. They normally, how they work, they transmit a signal at 1 kilohertz, and then this one filters out the 1 kilohertz just to I think the reason for it is to stop like false signals, inputs from the sun or something, or motor vehicle lights or something won't interfere. It looks for that band in 1 kilohertz, then it's won't interfere with any other signal comes from outside. I played with the stuff a little bit. The reason for this, the maximum distance for this is about, I would say, 10 meters. They work nice. But what I use it for, it's an alarm system. It is I call it, it's a type of the pre-warning. If somebody is standing in front of your gate, before he rings the bell, you know it's there. If somebody walks in your yard at night, I've got a sensor in front and a sensor inside the yard and the back of the yard. So, and then I have a little alarm system. I'll show you now what I have here. I built it myself. It is here for a few years already. Let me just take my phone out, and you see here's the alarm system here. It was like, it's just how I programmed the stuff. There's 4 channels. We used to call it silent security, sentinel security. It's a long years back. I used to have made this alarm system and sold a few of them. But now this input is connected to those channels, and I can switch the channels on or off at night. This is in the front yard. This one is always on. And one is the back of the cars and one is the back of the yard. So it's nice to have just a warning if somebody is there in front of your yard, of walking around at night, sneaking around. Now what I did, you have a problem because the yard is like 35 meters in wide. Now when you use this unit, when the signal is very weak over this, I guess is how the lenses are being designed. Then like I said, like when there's a cars coming, or in the afternoon when the sun shines in it, it triggers the alarm. Now, and years back, we designed, it's not me, it's like a friend of my brother's that we used to work with me. He designed this units. It is this potting, this type of electric compound potting, and this was in a mold, and there's 2 lenses, and here's the back is the electronics. There was 2, the one with the LED and one without. This is the receiver, and this is a transmitter. This just transmit, this receive. And then how this unit works now, relay, the current flow in the line changes when it's the signal has been broken, and then the electronics pick it up, the change in with a comparator, and then it warns you. These units are designed to use at 100 meters, so they're very, very far. They're very accurate, and it's like engineers that designed this lens. It is all part of they used to work for the weapon industry, so they know the story. But over the years, the lighting damaged it. This one is not working anymore. Then I got an idea. And what I did is I can show you, just cut the electronics off, and then I just use the lens. I can show you this thing focus. Now this thing focus very nicely. So it transmits parallel, and when it receives the signal, it focuses nicely on that lens in the inside. Then I use this like this. This I did with try to get rid of the sun problem, but it wasn't the outcome. Then I made a hole in here and glue this unit in front of this thing in the same place where this lens is. So you can take this lens out. It is it's just a loose lens that's in here, and then I cut it, solder it, or use a solder to make a hole, and I put it in here. Then it focuses it directly on this LED here. So, and here by the receiver, then it works quite nicely. Okay, I'm just going to cut this open and just show you what's going on here. Okay, righto, I cut this one open just to see. So this is now where I cut it. Now you can see inside here is the infrared LED, and there's the opening of the lens. So the infrared comes in here, and then it focuses on that LED in the bottom there. But this is a receiver. You can see there's some of the electronic components that I got, I think capacitor or something. I just want to show you, put some light on here that you can see what I'm talking about. See the light, you can see the light on here. Look here. See, this is how it focuses. So you look at the LEDs of this light. So it focuses exactly on one space, on an area that is the same area that is the thickness of this thing where this LED is. So you can see. So now you can see what I'm talking about. If you there's all the signals. If you have a nice optic system, then you can go far with this infrared detectors. Okay. Okay, and then as I show you, I can show you one of the video here outside where my units. I'm not going to open this now. Look at. I can show you the next clip is where my unit is outside. Then you can see what I did. I just glue it in here, and then so for the signal to focus directly on here. Okay, this is where the first the receiver is by my gate, and there you can see how far. There is the other side. I'm gonna walk here quickly. Here is the transmitter sitting the side of the wall. It's about 35 meters. And there it is. So this is just for interest sake. So if you see this stuff by the people's gates, you know more or less how it works. One is the transmitter, one is the receiver. It works on a switch at 1 kilohertz. It is for interference for the sun to not all the motor vehicle lights. The lightning damage them accidentally. There's nothing you can do about them. But this is like a homemade type that works well for me over a few years. I had a few of these, but this worked very nice. The lens is very nicely designed. Okay, this is all what I have to say about gate motor sensors. I hope you found this interesting, especially this how this lenses work. And then you till next time. Thank you for watching. Cheers.